Okay, everybody has gym and gyms, right?
Yeah.
How good is this? You spend more money, and it's lower cost per leads, and you got more of them. How good is that? He only moved up one ad size in the heading by going from a THC to a half page. Big whoop, okay? But adding the bonus unit under transmissions actually, gave him some more diversity in his calls and drove the price of calls down, jammed up the ROI completely. And this just goes to show you what a little tweak can do to an advertising program. Pardon the simple, low-tax stuff we're talking about here, but this is our foundation, and we build off of stuff like this, because if you blow this, you're going to have a harder time trying to make any kind of internet sale. Your credibility goes down the tubes, everything else. So you have to build a really good program. So you take advantage of the bundles and the way that we're offering stuff with the EDI, and you put it all together and you make this thing happen. But I'll tell you this, check this thing out, learn it, and then just share it with your advertisers. They'll see it makes total sense here. Total sense. So what if you got the worst attitudinal guy ever, and he's like, yeah, well, big deal. I only get 1,486 calls a year now, and I get 2,000 from Bell South. From AT&T, I get 2,000. What are you going to say?
What are you paying?
What?
What are you paying with them?
Okay, one thing is, what are you paying with him? And he might say, well, my cost per lead's less, man. And he's probably wrong, but let's just say that it is. Let's just say his print is almost totally free because he got this stupid internet program they have, right? Okay.
So what you're saying is this program's not profitable?
So he's willing to give up those 1,200 calls.
Right.
That's exactly right. Are you willing to give up 1,400 proven lead calls? Are you kidding me?
Yeah.
Are you willing to give up $6 per lead? I don't know. If you are, fine, because there's a whole bunch of other people, competitors of yours, that are willing to pick this up, big time. So, all these guys are about leads, totally. That's what it's all about. We have nothing if we can't prove lead flow. And we've really got close to nothing if we can't show the ROI, if we can't show the cost per lead. And when you're into somebody's business and you know that basically for every average auto repair job, he makes, it's $200 and he makes $75 out of it. The net out of this thing is $70. That's 10 to 1 right there. So his ROI is 10 to 1 just on every one of these that he gets like that. It's pretty amazing. You can do the math any way you want to, but it's really cool. Transmission's going to be a heck of a lot more than that. But it proves the value of the bonus unit. It proves the value of diversifying across your profit centers. It proves the value of why you want to track. Because, Mr. Advertiser, even even with your small program, we should know what we have. We have nothing. We have something. What do we have relative to other people? What do we have here? Let's go ahead and tweak this thing. Through the years, we're tweaking. We're ramping it up. We're doing what we need to get leads. In internet land, if you have a successful campaign and you're breaking even, you're jumping for joy. You're eliminating bad keywords. You're boosting the position on the better keywords. You're going deeper on those keywords that are working for you, and you're throwing more money against it for what? So you can ramp up and get more leads coming in, right, Grant?
Right.
I don't understand why people don't do that with Yellow Pages. It's the same exact thing. I don't get it. But, as Grant said, nothing's guaranteed on the internet. And you're on first page one day, you're on the third page the next, or whatever. All you can do is do the best thing you can with the latest information technology, get it right on the internet. With this, you think anybody's taking these leads away from him? When's this book close? This is what book is this? This is coming in, right? February. Book's not going to close till February. The lead flow might drop, it might get higher, whatever. It's not going to drop off the cliff. It's not stopping. Wow. So whoever the rep is that worked with this guy not only helped all of us in this room by giving a great 2-year study like this, but has helped this advertiser tremendously. I would love to be this advertiser. I would love to have a rep like this that helped me out. That's big time. That's big stuff. So again, what you want to do is you want to get your own examples of this stuff. This is what you talk about. This is what is relevant and what makes sense to business owners right here. I saw this thing come across the other night from Tony, and I'm like, I am so excited. This thing is totally awesome. This is it right here. Yes, Bruce?
Now, the other thing is, he didn't have a secondary ad or horizontal placement in this other heading with the transmission last year, right? So we know 30% of his calls are coming from secondary headings. Have you ever seen that slide? right? The sales aid, you ever seen that sales aid 37% come from secondary heading? So that's another thing. Not only has he got a bigger ad, the horizontally he's placed, he's getting that extra 30% of his calls that come from secondary heading. And that's a really strong aid for that as well.
You know, there's so much you do, basically, with this. This seems so easy to sell now compared to what Grant's talking about with the internet. And you know, I've told my story a million times when I was a gas station owner and putting in profit centers, putting ads under the profit centers that I had, and even profit centers I didn't have, and how much money it made me and why it made so much sense. You got to hit the profit centers with these ads, and you got to build a nice, broad program that covers them really, really well, and then complement that with yellowbook.com, and of course search if. This is good stuff. This is what we want. In addition, you know, anytime we come across something that makes business sense for us to share with our advertisers, we need to forward it on so we can all share it with each other. We're going to do that on our site. And the reason why is because you always need a reason, a good, smart reason for being in there. You never want to run out of a good ICR to use. You want to be totally helpful. And every time you're in seeing a business owner, you should be able to pick up another referral. Hey, who do you know that I could benefit with this? You know, and you're on your way with another referral. It's as easy, as simple as that. They trust you, that they like you. That's where your bread and butter is, and that's what you'll get. It's good stuff. So I look forward to being able to get some more of this stuff from you guys, and to keep on going down this road, because this is just getting really, really